Okay, so it's Saturday. We're back out here working on the 944 V8. Did peck away at a few things after work during the evenings this week. Just kind of test fit again one of my 8x16 Fuchs wheels, which don't fit. But I really like them. I wish they did fit, but as you can see, they probably stick out with tires. I don't know, probably stick out like 2 inches further than the edge of the fender well, so they're for early 911, so they're not going to work. But anyway, what we did manage to do is we got the Coney yellows all cleaned up and painted, ready to put together. We have the adjustable spring perches ready to go on. We have helper springs, because these springs are a lot shorter than the original springs and about twice as stiff. So when you fully extend the suspension, all this would just rattle around in there and maybe cause problems. So the helper spring is just a low tension spring that takes up the slack. And painted up the one strut top bushing. The bearing and everything's all good in that, so I just cleaned it up and taped up the rubber part and hosed some black paint on it. But today we is going to be working with the exhaust system. Now, I remember I said earlier I couldn't find header reducers that would swivel, but or angled and swiveled. But if you search for exhaust turn downs, you find things like this. This is a stainless steel 3-inch collector adapter, which has a 45-degree welded into it, and it swivels. It can point in any direction. The only downside is they don't reduce, so this is 3-inch in, 3-inch out. But a 3-inch to 2.5-inch reducer should solve that problem. But first we need to figure out length, cut it down if we need to, and we can, if we need a little more or a little less angle, we can, cut the end section of this and make this bend before we weld it. So that's step one to getting the exhaust system going, is get this made up so it points at the Y pipe, and then figure out how long or short the flex pipe has to be before the 45 to go into the Y pipe. So we'll do that. One of the things we did to help aid in this was I took my angle grinder, and I use a 4.5-inch thin wheel to cut stuff, and I just used the opposite handle screw hole and bolted it into a chunk of wood here. And 2 old pieces of 2x4 screwed in behind it, so it don't move. So when we fire it up, we can lean into it pretty good and get a cut without stuff moving around on us. And I'm gonna have to use the face shield with this, full face shield, because basically you're gonna be standing right in line with the cutter, so it's gonna fling stuff out at you. And I've had one of these thin wheels break before, cutting a piece of sheet metal, and it started to turn and I didn't realize it, and the turn just kind of grabs the wheel after a while. It stops, motor keeps going, and pieces go flying. So yeah, be careful of that when you're working on this stuff. So I'm going full face shield on it, and I think we're ready to get started on this. Yeah, nothing much new on the top end. Just preparing to get the exhaust. Oh, the other thing is, first thing you have to do is get that, where is it? It's kind of hard to do upside down here. This piece over here, not there, behind, that you can see behind the oil pan, that I can't reach with my finger right now. This piece is actually the heat shield for the exhaust pipe in the original catalytic converter. So got to get that bolted back in, and there's two little cross members that go back in here. I'm going to stop trying to point at it, looking at the camera upside down, but yeah, those two things have to get bolted back in there, and then place the hangers on the torque tube to hang the exhaust system from. Once that gets all done, then we're going to start doing the cutting and welding and fun stuff like that. Okay, let me get to it. Wow, I suck at welding more than I used to even. Look at this. There's some pretty nasty booger welds. I guess what we'll do is leave this tacked together and then take it to someone who actually knows how to weld and have them hopefully welded together. Got that angle. This is the turn down that connects to the collector and the 3-inch to 2.5-inch reducer. We have some stuff kind of done up in here. We got the heat shield plate up in there and mocked up the Y pipe. That's the initial cut of the 45. That might work. We might have cut it too short, not sure, but unfortunately our flex joints are probably way too long. We probably only have about, I don't know, 6 inches between the reducer and that 45 there. So we may have to run without flex joints, which isn't great, but we'll do what we got to do. Okay, it's the end of the day here. We got it kind of on there. Booger welds and all. Managed to squeeze those slightly too long flex joints in there. Get that side tack welded together. This side's tack welded together. There's no clamps or anything on it, and it's just a straight 3-inch pipe that ends before the transaxle there. So that can only mean one thing. We need to fire it up. Okay, still a lot more work to do in the exhaust system, but we got the most doubtful bits done now. So yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll stick the back half of it on and with the mufflers and everything, and then see how it sounds. Still gonna drill a hole for the bung for the oxygen sensor, and maybe this thing will start running better. Okay, that's it.